That one is running. So, and now we can start and show you all the awesomeness that Bloodlands truly is. Okay, so new Bloodlands build using T-Bolt's Will, as we said, with the Banished Lord's Talisman, Flicker Step, and Soulbrawn. So it's a 4 unique build that works also before, and no more essence production, but T-Bolt's Will. What if we would take this one? Okay, Bloodlands will consume blood orbs to also conjure additional lances, right? But what if we take the... Wasn't there the Bloodlands lances close targets? There's also the one where Bloodlands will launch additional Bloodlands at nearby enemies when it first hits an enemy that is already lands, dealing with normal damage. Could that be better than the blood orb picking up if we're not making blood orbs? Isn't T-Bolt's Will too little damage reduction for... No. T-Bolt's Will itself, 20% damage reduction. Soulbrawn has 20% damage reduction plus 20% damage reduction. Flicker Step has 20% damage reduction, which gets followed up by Decrepify with another 20% damage reduction. And then I have a constant barrier running. Okay, I'll show you. You say T-Bolt's is not enough, and we'll just show you how it actually works. We're going to take the Suppressor, because Suppressor is the most evil thing you can actually go for. Like, it's the Hearst fun. Smacks, good to see you there. How are you doing? Is anyone's game glitching where none of the bosses are showing? I don't have Varshan Duriel. Are you on the Eternal Realm? Are you on the Eternal Realm? Are you not tier 4 yet? Like, if you're not tier 4, you can't, or tier 3, you can't see them. So, like, we activate. Pull them all together. Curse him, damage reduction, and then we just nuke this here. So what do I care about damage reduction if you know, what do I care if it's not enough damage reduction if I have constant 20,000 barrier running, right? Pull them all together. Pull them together for a second. There's something very satisfying. Call an ambulance, but not for me. I love the meme, Sandy. It's one of my favorite memes with the old guy and his pistol. Wait, is there another of these Inquisitors? So we're pulling them all together. Again, pull them all together, but this is making blood orbs, right? This is how I produce blood orbs now. And then if I run out of essence, I essentially dash and I get bonus essence. Good call. It put you to World Tier 1 when you locked in. There you go. I mean, usually a lot of these problems are easily explained, right? Usually, but not all of them. So some things are just weird. I mean, I like Diablo 4 Season 2 is having some weird bugs that I would say are, to a degree, not acceptable.
I'm not ready.
I'm not saying Season 2 should have been perfect, but... Oh, I needed to dash to get some more essence. Oh! Didn't have my berry up. Berry up. Up. Oh, the crit.
I'm not ready yet.
How's this not just like the new favorite build out there? You need more crit chance. It's funny how we actually came to that point where they said they nerfed crit, right? Ready. Which they did. I mean, imagine crit would still work the old way, Chad. Okay? Like, look at this build that we're playing right now. And now think about crit still working the old way it worked. Like, how absolutely broken that would be. Pull them all together and then nuke him out of existence. Yep. That's like what you have to think about. What's your favorite Lance or Surge? I preferred Surge over Lance, especially after we killed Uber Lilith with it. But I have to say that this Lance build that we rethoughted like I am having way too much fun. Like it shows that despite you having found like already a good build, there's always a world where you could tinker with a base concept and see if you can make it actually stronger. Which has me happy because, you know, like it gets boring when you figured everything out. So I really like that I can actually come up with a better version still. Despite technically being done already, you know, like I've done everything Bloodlands related, and I thought I wouldn't touch Bloodlands this season again because I kind of made my pinnacle build that kills everything. And now, as it turns out, I actually made a better build, but only because I experimented with Surge again. I mean, the best part is how this is actually working against bosses even better than the Surge build. Because Lance is just a very good single target, right? Nice little 3 million. I mean, the old Surge build was definitely a better boss killer, and there's no question. The old Lance build was a better boss killer, but it was worse for zooming tier 100 dungeons. So it's interesting to think that with the change of one item, you could probably carry one item with you and change one skill just for bosses. Let's actually do that in the next dungeon. This could be very interesting. So we can keep this build exactly the way it is, but I'm gonna change one item for the boss fight. Okay, tier 100, super easy. But now what we would do is we would get a second pair of gloves. Okay, where do you find the hearts on tier 4? You still do whisper caches. Whisper caches drop them. Legion events when the malignant monsters get summoned also have them. They're everywhere. Done with my Infinimist, doing hundreds with ease. Gonna spec into Bloodlines. Did you try Tempest, Chris? Infinimist is fun, but have you tried Tempest with the Litless Wall? Because I'm always like, you know, that's like Infinimist with a bigger dick, essentially. No. That's Bloodlands. Yeah, like so this one is an absolute horrible piece of glove, but I don't mind here right now. I need to. It's just 3 Bloodlands. That's important, and we need Blood Wave, Triple Trigger. So now I think this could be. This could be it. I've never thought about this, but you essentially go into a dungeon, right? And when you go into a dungeon, you would always keep this glove with you.
There's something out there killing us and no one will do it. You want work done? Let's get started.
Secondary backup glove, chat. Now let's make our way to the wave 2 additional times. Still locked. We still have it upgraded. We need to... Okay, so it needs to be the perfect copy of your other glove. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoop. And now we're gonna whip out another tier 100. Death Polls. I'm gonna die if I play Death Polls. Love Litless Wall or rushing through the dungeon like an immortal. The crazy part is how I made everything work with Litless Wall. Like once you have Litless Wall, there's so many builds that are working. Oh, you can hold shift to constantly apply it. Well, now I feel smarter. Did you update Bloodlands on Mobalytics? I'm not sure if I'm going to update Bloodlands or going to make a new one, because this is kind of like... This is the same but different, you know? So I'm not sure if I'm going to update that or do it. Also, no, I haven't updated it yet because we just made the alterations. I mean, this is me just having made it a few seconds ago. You know, this is completely new, and it's a trial and error currently. So we're not sure like if we're going to keep it exactly this way. But I'm actually pretty convinced this is insane. I just don't see what I could do different right now to boost this build even further. Like, I don't know how I could improve it, how I could improve the essence generation, because I already have my blood orbs. I have everything running. So it's running like as good as I imagine it to go. And I just don't see what I could now do to build up on that. You know? I just love exploding through everything. There's definitely an innuendo hidden there somewhere.
I'm not ready.
Pull them all together. It's funny because I just recently saw one of my fellow necro creators saying that he stopped playing corpse tendrils for blood orbs. So Mr. Macrobio boy, who makes amazing guides, he like, I literally saw him be like, you know, I stopped playing the blighted corpse tendrils because he wasn't feeling them worth it anymore. And I I just literally went back to playing them because they're working like so well for my build. Funny that even without the Bone Storm active, we can still make our survival go on here. Right? Oh, that was almost killing me. Stupid ghost. That's why you're all gonna die. This is the reason why you're all gonna die. Virtual nuisances.
I'm not ready yet.
Ba, 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 ba. Pull them all together. More blood orbs. Ba, 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 ba. More blood orbs. Ba, 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 ba. More, ba, 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 ba.
I'm not ready.
Okay, greedy. Let me pull them all together. Okay, chat? Everything. Like, literally. Machine gun. Machine gun. Pull them all together again. More blood orbs. Imagine the chance to make blood orbs, right? And then on that many enemies. Like, I'm just consistently having blood orbs running. So the question was, is this maybe not tanky enough? Well, what do you feel? Are you feeling about the maybe not tanky enough? Maybe there isn't enough damage reduction? How's it vibing for you? Do you still think that?
I need more time.
Let's pull them all together. And I should have definitely not gone into this corner. That was a mistake. Oh, this is gonna end bad for me. Pull them all together. Oh! Eek. Oh! Finally, I died. Does anyone know if macros are allowed for D4? Well, I don't know if they check it on their side. So the question is rather like, how would they like keep track of you macroing or not macroing? Most likely, no, don't. Does anyone recommend gaming keyboards without all the RGB bullshit? There is some very amazing low budget SteelSeries keyboards that are not leaning heavily on the RGB side. I had one for the longest time. It was like their, what was it, their $50 keyboard. That was so good. Okay, these is like now getting very annoying with like triple fire enchanted. But despite these nerds being like triple fire enchanted, I am feeling like we got this. I mean, this would have been the absolute horror, the absolute horror show before for this build to a degree. You can imagine I am very happy with this outcome currently, Chad. More blood orbs? Oh god, this is gonna kill me. There's no question this is gonna kill me.
I'm not ready yet.
So constantly fortified, guys. Constantly 20,000 plus barrier going. Constantly like damage reduction by 80% to 100%, right? Never truly in danger of taking any damage. And the best part is also constantly overhealing, right? So we're also literally constantly overhealing because we're buried up, which means that we're obviously just overheal on everything. It's pretty good, doesn't it? Savvy, thank you so much for the 10 months of support. Savvy, good to see you there. It already annoys me that my 7900 has an RGB bar, which I had to pay for. I mean, like, let's check. Isn't SteelSeries? I'm pretty sure I have one SteelSeries keyboard that was super. Sorry for promoting SteelSeries for a second, guys. This is my brand that I use for everything. What's keyboards? Big keyboards. There's like the cheapest version. Like this one has like very minimal RGB that you can turn off. I had the Apex 3 quite a while, and it has membrane keys. I think it was membrane keys on this one, Sandy. They're very amazing clickety. Was it membrane keys? They were so good. It wasn't like mechanical, but they still have like a mechanical feel to it. But they're very quiet. Infinimist build strong. Infinimist is perfect for clearing any kind of nightmare dungeon with super light speed. It's a bit slow on bosses. If you play the Infinimist build with Blight, it's faster. So there's an Infinimist build with Blight. There's an Infinimist without Blight. I highly recommend playing the Blight build. I don't see a reason to not play the Blight build. So yeah, there is definitely like Infinimist is absolutely one of the top S tier super powerful builds. But it's not that Infinimist ain't powerful. It's just that Blood is just so good this season that there's like no reason to not play Blood at the same time.
I'm not ready yet.
Blood is just so on top, literally, with everything it does. He's set while backpedal and kneeling away from the opponents because he doesn't have the cooldowns running right now. Can we just destroy these stupid blood bows here for a second? Can we through? Thank you. Can we just pull them all together? This is right now just a bunch of very annoying opponents that I really don't want to fight. So yeah, blood is just doing so well in everything, and they buffed overpower just so much. It's just like, you know, just let Infinimist be for a season and enjoy something new, because next season Shadow will probably be the strongest. I mean, we had a season of the Bone where Bone was literally like bone dead to play. Then we had a season of Barberhard where Mendeln was really good, and now you essentially have a season of the Blood, right? So now, interestingly enough, as I said, I have this glove with me, guys, right? So for the boss fight, I swap the glove. For the boss fight, I go into my skill tree and I quickly take this one out and just put it over here, which makes my shield a bit useless apart from giving me 1,000 life plus, right? But with this, I could essentially just make more blood orbs to then just yeet away at him, right? Because of all the blood orbs. To make my boss fight a little bit smoother, because bosses don't do any damage anyways, right? You're not in danger of dying to a boss because of what he does. Then you're again making all your things again, right? You're making more blood orbs. It's like just like more casts. I'm just not sure if this is truly making it faster, because we're missing out on the critical strike chance that the thing would give us. Yeah, I have to say it doesn't even feel that much faster. I mean, it's nice to make these blood orbs, right? But you essentially miss out on your 20% critical strike, which really plays a role there. I have to say it actually just feels slower. And I thought we could speed it up. No, it just feels slower. I'm surprised genuinely, but in a good way. Okay. Also, if you do this, you're missing out the overpower. So that's definitely something we have to say. Like if you do this, you would miss out the attack speed overpower thing. We feel that. Oh, that brings me to an interesting question. Would it be better to kill domination and play Ravenous? Did I play Ravenous? I've been thinking about killing domination for a while and playing Ravenous for even more attack speed. Give this a try. Oh, we're min-maxing, right? We're improving on this. Also, Heike, thank you for the subscription on the YouTube. Very appreciated. Very kind of you. Why do you move away from Bloodwave? Because this allows you to zoom faster. Sorry for taking such a long time to answer your question, Matt. So the whole point is that you're just literally. Yeah, we need two. Wait, we need two. Come on, brain. We need two more and two less. So I can cleanse this. Put that on. The whole point is to make this more stable in tier 100 dungeons, because the old Bloodlands build was really good for Uber Lilith. I wouldn't say it struggled in tier 100 dungeons, but it was just not as smooth in tier 100 dungeons as I wish it to be. And that's where we're currently going to put a little bit of bonus smoothness into the build. Also, this should allow us to, like, we definitely have to see if we can kill Lilith with this, and we should be able to kill Lilith with this. Green Labyrinth, Poison Enchanted, Shock Lance, Melee Defenders, nah, I'm always close. Monster Fire Resist, yeah, sure. There we go. Need more minion seasons? Well, the only way how minions will ever work is if they completely rework minions. Okay, now let's do this with a Ravenous this time. So that's now bonus attack speed on Lucky Hit. And we essentially have a chance to just attack even faster. Let's pull everything together, curse it. Because the whole plan you're having is right. In case something is oh, endless gate nightmare thing here. Oh, they just all died. Ah, fantastic. So where's the damage? There's the damage. Everything is dead. A few blood lances, and you just lose everything.
I need more time.
Fully fortified again. Up. See, that's the difference. The old Bloodlands build essentially had to kill everything in the dungeon to really be successful, and slowly move through it. Like right now, I'm using Bloodlands to essentially just zoom through the dungeon, right? Pull them all together, burst them. Everything then. I would like to find out if you could also just play Hemorrhage as a basic attack skill. You know, could I use Hemorrhage instead of Bloodlands to do all my damage? Because if you think about it, Hemorrhage is also nice, and it's a nice nice basic attack. So instead of like using any kind of core skills, just Hemorrhage everything. Well, that was a 6 million. Okay, that's good to see. Always nice to like witness how high can you go, right? So I can do like 8 million with a Blood Moon Breach build. So that's the thing. This is the build without Blood Moon Breach. Oh my goodness, they actually torched me. This is the build without Blood Moon Breaches, where I could do like more million. So this does less million, but it still does enough million.
I cannot carry more.
Cannot carry more. We're not even running a potion. Potion. I mean, for the golem to work, guys, we need a complete golem rework. And there's no argument about that, because the whole golem, by the way, not golem, the whole golem concept is just flawed. I don't know how to say it other ways. Like, again, whoever made that thing at Blizzard does not deserve a raise. I'm disappointed. Like, whoever thought like making this golem the way they made it, and they sat down and they were like, yeah, this is it. This is fantastic. And you're just like, how? How could you remotely sit down and think that this was a good idea? In any singular way, ever. Especially because the rest of the necro is like quite well made, right? So even without Bone Storm, you can progress. I mean, obviously you want the Bone Storm active, because Bone Storm is just your protection.
I'm not ready yet.
And your speed, momentum, violence, everything.
I need more time.
Put it all together. This is also why Flicker Step, by the way, is so cool, because just going through all these minions and continuously getting like your cooldown reductions, it's just awesome. And I won't be told different. I don't even need to crepify. Like, due to the Flicker Step, you technically don't even need to crepify. It's just a bonus on what you already have.
I'm not ready.
Pull everyone together. I would wish to be able to play Potent Blood. That's like the only thing I wish I could put into this build, because it would make it better. If I could somehow brute force Potent Blood in. But I really don't know how. And we have the T-Bolt's Will, which really allows us to do what we're doing here right now. I guess what we could do for dungeon zooming is, instead of the Crepify, we play Iron Maiden. Probably do that. I wouldn't want to do that, because I feel like, you know, you don't want it in this build. Let's see. What would you be better, the Lance or the Surge build? They're both equal. I think Lance still has an easier time to kill Uber Lilith, but that's just down to the nature of the Lance compared to the Surge. That being said, like, I really had an easy time with Lilith with the Surge build, so they're both like absolutely amazing. It's just really your personal playstyle. I mean, with this, you still have the option to play a little bit safer. With Surge, you always have to go close to your enemy. There's like no distance possibility, right? With an extra aspect rather than shield. Yeah, I mean, so if you swap away from the shield to the wave to essentially kill bosses, you would have to carry always 3 items with you, and I don't want to do that. I mean, the boss killing speed ain't slow. Don't get me wrong. It's not like we're killing bosses slow, right? We're doing them still fast. Just a wee bit slower. But here, there's random 5 million hit. When it's just slower than when I was actually like willing to consume all the orbs for pull them together. So right now I'm just consuming the orbs for bonus damage, but I'm not consuming the orbs for bonus essence. So I can just spam a little bit lesser blood lances. But I mean, it's not like this looks like it's hard, right? That was just a tier 100. Done. Which reminds me, I need to record more of this. Okay, we do one more tier 100, and then we... Oh no, is a hell tied up? The only thing we could change right now, guys, we could get rid of the corpse tender aspect for potent blood, or we could get rid of untimely death for potent blood. What do you think? So right now, untimely death gives us another 40% overpower, which is nice. That one we could technically get rid of. You can't do 2 ults. No, Matt, you can only do 1 ult. Sadly, there's no way to use 2 ults. It would be very cool if you could. But the game is kind of like, nah, we don't want you to use 2 ults. And you're like, fuck you. Sorry. Is that 40% additive? See, I don't know that, Hacky. It doesn't say in the description if it's additive or multiplicative. If it's multiplicative, it's truly worth it. If it's additive, it's actually not that much worth it. And I need the target dummy to really try this out, because trying this out in the real world is quite annoying, whereas trying it out on the target dummy would be like very, very simple. So give me a target dummy and I can sit down and really try this down to like the minimal thing to see if it's in any way potentially better.
You can take what's left.
Everything useless. I feel today I am very good. Thank you for asking. My wife got her, what do you call the, so my wife got an operation on her foot, right? I mentioned that. Hi. And then there's this band where they sew it together with, what is it called in English? That band got pulled out. You know, these blue bands that hang out of your foot then. That one got pulled out finally. So she's on the way of recovery. What's the English word for it? It's a knot in German. Surgical thread? Yeah, the thread. Exactly, the thread. Yeah, that one. Oh, wow, look at this. What the fuck? That's a high roll starlight. Wow, okay. Jesus Christ. That's amazing. Sad part is that I don't play it anymore. That's a maximum life ring. We might keep that one. That's, oh wow, that is a potent blood high roll. No way. Okay, chat. Listen. I just got a potent blood high roll. You gotta be like, I have never seen a 15 before. This is the first time I've ever seen a 15. Okay, what does this have? This has vulnerable damage, cold damage over time, and maximum life. This one has... I need to rip it out of its soul. Helltide started. Yes, we're doing Helltide, but I want to change one thing here on this build. So we want to rip it out of the ring. We want to override our grasping. We're going to put this on the... I make less blood orbs, but I still make enough blood orbs for this to be potentially worth it, especially when I'm zooming. And then we're going to put the untimely death out. And I hate that I put this out. But I think I'm going to... I just need the grasping veins. Need a higher grasping veins. 32 is okay.
All right, traveler. Who left there?
Let's see how less damage we deal with untimely death, because that's going to answer my question actually how good untimely death is. Keep that, and keep this. Now let's see what damage we like. If there's a Legion event. This is so good. If you get a Legion event inside a Helltide, that's usually so many shards. Yeah, Legion event inside Helltide is insane. Now, the highest crit I've seen is 6 million, chat. So, if we do not see anything in the direction of 6 million anymore, I'm
not ready yet.
That's what we're going to be looking for now. Okay, crit on. Oh god, I didn't see a 6 million there straight away. Every breathing. Need to get an overpower crit running. That's 2 million. Random. Christian, thank you very much for your work. I mean, thank you for watching my work. I enjoy bringing all the different builds for you. I mean, right now, in the last 4 days, we've done 8 different builds. And I'll just keep doing this. I mean, this is how I enjoy playing the game. Like, if I would play the same build over and over again, I think I would get vastly bored really quick. Simply because that's just not me, you know. That's just not how I work. That's not how I do my content. Hello from Tokyo. Greetings, boys. How are you doing? Thank you for your necro guides and being awesome. Well, thank you, sir. I'm actually happy about the avid necro community. I think we're the smallest one in the D4 community. So if I was a smart person, I would have chosen Rogue and just went for Rogue. 6.2 million without even trying. Okay. Untimely death is not even good, I guess. I guess I don't need untimely death, huh?
I need time to do that.
So the basic plan right now is that I could do this, corpse tendrils, and then every blood orb I consume gives me 15 essence. And you guessed right, Bloodlands costs 15 essence, chat. So if I actually right click to make orbs, or if I tendrils to make orbs, then I will get a lot of damage bonus. And a lot of essence. So that would allow me to essentially spam in nightmare dungeons. And that's gonna be great if I can show you like a nightmare dungeon where I'm just zooming like crazy, huh? Wow, this is good. I like it. I need to farm Duriel for my test builds. Level 75 at the moment. I would love to join you grinding on Duriel. I will get 6 steel in this, and then we can do at least 1 Duriel. And I hope if the community wants to join, we can do some more Duriels. So let me finish this Helltide, guys. Let me get the 6 steel, and then we're going to invite 3 community members that would like to bring their own Duriel mats. I mean, it's like get one, bring one again. So bring your own Duriel mats, and then we can meld that together.
I need more time.
Okay, now let's go to the Hell 4 minutes. Jesus, we did that event so fast. So if you have Duriel mats flying around, if you can summon one and you would like to do it together with me, then get ready. You're in AA servers. Servers don't matter. So in case you did not know this, NA, EU, your mom's butthole, wherever we are and wherever we're having fun right now, we can do it together. Now, if you say yes to that, we'll need to talk. about your weird fetishes.
I need more time.
So yeah, I'll ask again when we're ready.
I need time to do
9 duriels, you're crazy. Well, we recently had someone who brought 5 duriels. That was quite amazing because I didn't have the Banished Lord's Talisman, guys. I've killed 20 duriels and I did not have the Banished Lord's Talisman. Then one of our community members comes along and he's like, "What's up? I got another 5 and a 3 drop. 3 Banished Lord's Talismans, chat."
I need more time.
I'm like, okay, cool.
I need time.
Isn't it better to wait for the hotfix? Nah. I mean, I want to do like 3 to 4. Like, I don't want to do 20, chat. Don't get me wrong. Do 3 to 4. Up here, good to see you there. How you doing? It would be nice. Ow, almost died because I was looking at a different screen. Mistakes happen. Here we get 121 cinders already. I usually like to do this because, like, again, a Helltide cinder event is giving you like so much. I guess I'm gonna wait the 2 minutes here. Wikily. The Duriel mats you need. For Duriel, you need the Shards of Agony and the Mucus Slick Axe. For the Shards of Agony, you will need to do Gregoire the Galvanic Saint, aka Helltides. And for the Axe, you need to do Varshan. Okay. Oh yeah, twice. Sorry. Yes, you need 2 Shards of Agony and 2 Mucus Slick X. So you need to kill 2 Varshans and 2 Gregoires. And you only get them if you kill them when you are the summoner. So only the summoner gets them. Very important. So it's not like that if you do this together with your friends that all of you are getting in. Okay. Is update already out? Rex said something that Duriel items will be 925 after the patch. I have never gotten a non-925 item from Duriel. I hope they'll change that in the long run. No, I think it's fine with the summoner only getting the materials because, I mean, if you and your friends each have the summon material and you and your friends would each get, so you and 3 friends, so 4 people do Grigor, and each of you will get a Shard of Agony, then with 1 single material, you could already do 2 Duriels. That wouldn't be okay.
I need more time.
I wish they would change it too, so you could just spam Duriel more, but at the same time, that would kind of like trivialize the farm for Duriel to a degree. Make it like too simple, you know? But I guess if there was at least a chance for it to drop, maybe, but like if you guarantee like all of you get it, that would be kind of like, would be too much.
I need more time.
Go in. Druid endgame, I don't play Druid. Sorry, mate. I can only help with Necros. I'm the guy that you ask something about the dead, and I'm like I tell you how to kiss them, how to hold them, how to fold them. The usual. The undead are my thing. Don't forget to pick up all your cinders straight away.
I need more time.
But there's great YouTubers that have, like, I mean, honestly, if you go on YouTube, there's so many amazing Druid endgame builds. You essentially just find a skill you like, and then you Google for that, and you find so many amazing creators. Like, yeah. I think most builds I see on the internet are actually good. There's some clunky ones. There's some created just for clicks. Some creators might straight up be lying, but most of them are decent. Like, you know?
I'm not ready.
End of the day, you can look at the gameplay the person is showing you and then be like, it's good.
I need more time.
That's why I like to include as much gameplay as possible in my YouTube videos, because end of the day, you're watching it and you're like, yeah, this looks good. You know, this looks like it could work. I mean, if you're watching a YouTube video and you're like, this looks clunky. Well, guess what? It probably because it is clunky. Probably because the build ain't as good as the creator's trying to sell you out on to be, and he couldn't even show you in the gameplay. Did you update Mobalytics yet? Not for the Bloodlands build. For the Blood Surge build, yes. We didn't do it for the Bloodlands build because this is still an experiment. I mean, as you see, we just went back to Potent Blood.
I'm not ready.
To see how it works. We cut Untimely Death out. We will be fighting against Uber Lilith in a bit to see how it feels against her.
I'm not ready.
And we will also be doing another Nightmare Dungeon. I mean, Tier 100 Dungeon was already like incredibly fast, and I think I just made it faster, which is crazy to me because my fastest Nightmare Dungeon clearing build is Tempest Storm. But yeah, as it turns out to be, this one's also working. And due to popular demand, ladies and gentlemen, due to popular demands, we will be making a Google Doc where I put all my builds in, and then we're going to do a rating of Uber Lilith, Nightmare 100, and 1 to 100. And I'm kind of like going to be ranking the builds at what are they the best at, you know? Which build is the best at killing Uber Lilith? Which build is the best at just leveling? Which build is the best for, you know? I think that should be very good for you guys. So you can choose for what build you want to do at what journey stage. Should be nice. I'm gonna go like from 1 to 3 stars. Skulls. The rating is gonna be skulls, guys. 1 to 3 skulls, okay? Should be fine, I guess. Oh, I forget. Yeah, we have to break free.
I need more time.
Pull it all together. 2 million, 2.5 million. Hello. Are there still Orichalcum drops, by the way, running, chat? I don't actually know if Twitch drops are still going. Are Twitch drops still going on? So the updated Mobalytics resources for the Bloodlands build might take until tonight. I'm sorry. Because right after the stream, I'm picking up my children from kindergarten. Then today's also Halloween. So we're going to go out with the children like in the streets to like see all the cool houses. I mean, Germany's not big on Halloween, but our village is quite doing a good job. So obviously it's my first time we're actually going out with the daughters to do some trick or treating. So now here, this is where you get malignant heads for the people that ask, like these monsters that get summoned here in between. You really want to kill them. Because here there's a malignant heart. Okay, where is the helltides.com? Where's the chest?
I need more time.
No, I got a 380 cinders, right? I told you the Legion event is going to be insane. Do never ignore the Legion event. It's too good.
More time.
It is here. And I almost died. Oh, wait. Why did you?
I need more
Why
time.
did you leave me? Left one there? Oh, that's fine. For one, I'm not going back. If I left like a 10 stack, I'm going back. For one, I just don't care enough. What's up? Bum, 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 bum. One thing I find really sad about this season, though, is there's not really much content to make videos about, like general content. You know what I mean? So season 2 had a lot of things like how to optimally farm malignant tunnels and all that kind of stuff. Right now, the only videos I can make for this season are build videos, which I don't mind, but you know, at some point it also gets old to make build videos. Because I just like also to make like general Diablo videos, but there's just no general Diablo topicing going around. That makes sense. Another only 3 living steel. Sad face. Okay, we need 50. Well, we need 130 more, and then we'll gather the community, guys. Okay, get ready, Chad. We need 130 more. I have made a bone spear which can do tier 100. I'm scared, should I pivot to blood surge? I mean, if you have bone spear that can do tier 100, that's great. You don't have to pivot to anything. It's just, what do you want to do? Do you just want to keep playing bone spear now forever, or do you want to have some fun? Tonight is going to come a reskill button, okay? Everyone, in case you didn't know this, tonight is the reskill button coming for Paragon boards. So if you then want to try out something different, if you then want to truly experience a different build, it is going to be the easiest ever. You just click one button and you will get your points back, and you can finally then truly try out different stuff. Yeah. So a target dummy is coming tonight, a target dummy to test damage. And the reskill button is coming, okay? For Paragon boards. Oh, there was one missing. I thought we had everything already. Come on over. Boop.
I need more time.
Poor dude.
I need more time.
When we're gonna do Duriel runs, give me a second. Though I need to collect 50 more cinders. Then I can summon 2 Grigors. I mean, we're gonna kill Grigor first, so we're not only gonna kill Duriel, guys. We're gonna kill Grigor as well today. They will add a buy gold. I mean, do you truly have I have 105 million gold, Chad, and I have not tried to get this gold. So I have 105 million gold from merely existing and playing the game. I didn't try any fancy gold farm strategies. I didn't do any crazy like you know, like kill that certain dungeon 20 million times or farm XYZ. Gold is really not a problem this season. Even if you're over enchanting every single item like crazy. I mean, before you run out of gold, you run out of materials. Buy Fiend Roses would be nice. I can see that. That's I accepted. That's fine. I mean, Fiend Roses or Veiled Crystals, it would be nice if you could buy them. Like million per, I don't care. Yeah, like exactly. Just do Tree of Whispers. Tree of Whisper gives so much gold. I was absolutely flabbergasted. I was like level 20 or so, and I had like my first X million already because of just how good Tree of Whispers was this season, right? And you just kept raking up the gold by just breathing. Like you just walk around in the game and suddenly, oh, there's a million. There's a million. Oh, you want another million? A million for everyone.
I need more
It's like, okay. Can I take it out of the game, please? No. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, you get 230 and you didn't sell a single item. Exactly. I'm also like just disenchanting everything. I'm not selling stuff. The weird shit they did with elixir crafting, though. Yeah, elixir crafting feels so weird now, and finding elixirs and everything. It was a bit, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you've been noticing you've been enchanting and changing things around, and you still have 16 million. I just recently enchanted an item 20 times. Chat, I was looking for overpower, okay? And I clicked it 20 times. And you all know pre-season 2, clicking that button 20 times would bankrupt you. 8 times over.
I need more time.
Well, you know, it didn't happen, right? Just a little bump in the road. Didn't even notice that homeless person I hit with my car. Essentially. When you summon Gregor, you summon, you gather a steel here, living steel that I gather here right now.
My bags are full.
And then that living steel, you go to this spot. This is the spot, all of the penitent, and there you kill him. Okay, chat. I am looking for people that have materials for Uberdurial. Give me your Activision ID, Battle.net ID, and you can come. Bring one, get one. I have materials for 1 Duriel myself. And if you bring 1 Duriel as well, we already have 2. And if you bring even more, then we have more. So just give me your ID and we'll get you in. I don't care how many you have, you know, just like we want to, softcore, sorry. We want to do this together and have a good time together. Can I join? Just give me your Battle.net. Whoever, it's first come, first serve. Is your Bloodlands build tanky enough to survive Tier 1 without Blood Mist? Yes, but this one actually plays Blood Mist, so we updated the build. This build is now better than it has ever been before. Okay. This build was already good, but I made it better. Okay, who didn't join? Did I not accept? Did I just decline someone accidentally? I feel like Laxi, I might have declined you. I'm sorry if I did. Please again. My apologies. Wasn't intended. Oh, maximum life, total armor. Total armor roll is low. Like that. Okay, so we have a full team, chat. I hope everyone brought their Duriels. Let me see. What do I have? Nothing. That's Blood Surge. Blood Surge. Don't worry. We'll do this more often, chat. We do this every day. Kinda. Almost every day. So if you're here, we'll do it. Nico, I'm sorry. Next time. Siak, it will be updated soon. So first we kill Grigor, then we kill Duriel.
Not while I'm in town.
Oh, Constantino, you're Daria. Good to know. It's the name of your daughter. Well, that is a beautiful name. It's the only answer that is accepted. Look at us. We're Fort. No, wait, you're Sork, right? Filthy Sork. Can you explain how upheaval does broken damage? I could try to somehow cobble together an explanation. Realistically, it has just to do, I think he was doing overpower with the Banished Lord Talisman, which does 120% multiplicative. So it's just an overpower into even more overpower. But I am not an expert, so I will show you a YouTube channel. This is Mr. Rob2628. He's a good creator as well. He makes nice videos. He's all about like maximum damage shebang and shenanigans and so on. And he is the resource for a barbarian here. It's Rob2628. When it comes down to barbarian, like he's the guy that knows, he's the guy that does, he's the guy that makes things. So yeah. Will we do Grigor 2? Yes, we're doing Greek right now first, and then we're going over. I need 2 more shards of agony because I have it. And I have three shards of agony in total. Wait, I heard Greek can also drop double shards, right? So I might get double shards. Who's missing? Oh. Who's missing, Pippa? We're not impatient at all. Just teleport to us.
Your bones betray you. They
Okay,
shall
why is my
soon
phone ringing the whole time? Someone is like, I don't know. Someone is like walking around somewhere in my house and just making my phone go crazy. Are you a barb? You're a barb, right? Yeah, you get. Are you gonna one hit him? Is it that? Constantino, are you gonna one hit him? Can you? Are we gonna see it? The upheaval, the and then dead. Depends if you crit. Okay. If I don't see him get one hit, I'm gonna be sad. Will you bring others in as well? This is the group we're running Duriel with. I'm just wondering where Pippa is right now. Just vanished. Okay, so you'll come for Duriel in time. Don't worry, Pippa. We can do the first ones already. We're not going to remove you from the team. You get your chance. PC issues shall not keep you away from us. You didn't crit. Loser. No 400 million. Chest armor. One shard of agony. Teleport out, teleport back in again. Is that a low roll? Oh, it's a 9er. I need a 5er still. Is it 124k? 124k overpower at 45? Yes. Overpower is insane. Overpower is insane. Okay, who's still in the dungeon? Who's still in the dungeon? Who's blocking our... Ah, there you go. Blocking our resets. I'm gonna get Pippa back in. We're gonna give him a chance to move back in again into the team. Else we're gonna replace. So Chad, there might be +1 slot open in a second. I just want to give person chance to come back in time. Exactly. I don't want to have PC issues ruin it for someone. That would be terrible. Imagine. Whoop. Look at us, Littlest Wall Bros, chat. Littlest Wall Bros. Look at us. Yes. Bungie's definitely a controller player. I can only do it this fast. Bungie's a controller player. Swear to God. Red mouse for life. Damn it. I need to work on my APM. Whee! Oh no. No, not even a unique. Feels so bad. Okay, off to Gregoire. Use a Hoda build, you don't do 1 billion damage. Pfft. Why even play Barbarian then?
Not while I'm in town.
I got Harlequin and the Grandfather in the span of 24 hours. I still don't have any Uber uniques. The only Uber unique I want is Grandfather for some builds to try out the maximum damage I could do. Then I would like to have Doombringer, but I just want to see if it's actually as bad as I think it is. The Harlequin Crest is kind of like a no-brainer, which is uninteresting for me. Like Harlequin Crest does nothing for builds but make him stronger. And that's like, you know, Harlequin Crest doesn't do anything special. It's just like, it's a flat increase. Yeah, congratulations. So that's where I'm like not really interested. Doesn't do much. Grandfather is cool because you can get like super ultra crits. Doombringer might be nice. I'm not. What is left there in uniques? Which ones am I missing? Anyone else there? Oh, Starlight Ring. The Ring of Starless Skies. You know? That would be one I would like to see. Because it could be good. Okie dokie. You're all here. I can summon the first one. The first one is my honor. There we go. Oh no! Bigger company. Make bonus blood orbs. We've been testing Andariel's Visage with X-Files. Oh, yeah, there. 5 million. I like it. There is like a possibility to use Andariel's, but we all know it's just like not the dream item we would hope it to be for necro. Kind of like, sure, you can make it work, but it's just like nothing groundbreaking, earth-shattering, mouth-watering. Bullying. Let me get Pippa back up. Pippa, you need to work on your resistances. Pippa, you need to work on your resistances. What am I getting, chat? What is it? Pinata! Amulet? I have a perfect one already. I don't need one more. You don't like Shaco because it makes the build stronger. No, you don't understand, Mini. Shaco is just a flat increase. That's it. It just makes your skill ranks 4 ranks stronger. Way! No, every skill gets plus 4 ranks. Yay! Woo! Grandfather allows you to do absolutely crazy crits. I mean, I could go up to like 40 million crits maybe with Grandfather and like two shot Lilith, right? So that's a true build altering unique where some fun comes in, whereas Shaco just does more ranks. Ring of Starless Skies would allow me to spam Blood Surge even more than I already do. My Blood Surge Summoner build, I could actually go for infinite Blood Surges with a Ring of Starless Skies. Very interesting. Shaco in the Blood Surge Summoner would just make my Blood Surge a little bit stronger. You know? That's where Shaco is just boring. I mean, it's a good item. And Shaco is great. And I would like to have Shaco. But I don't need it. You know? It's not going to make a crazy build. Like, if I upload a video, look at this build, there's Shaco in it. It's just not going to be anything special. Did I make myself clear? Is that understandable? Or am I just blabbering at this point? But it usually makes sense most of the time. What's better, Bone Spear or Blood Necro? I mean, Bone Spear is as good as it always has been. So play it if you want it. Blood is better than it has ever been. So we don't know if that will keep up. You know? I mean, Bone Spear will be as good as Bone Spear has been next season as well. Like, you know, Bone Spear will always be good. But this might be the final season where you can play Blood, and next season it might be trash. I could get a better flicker step. It's not better. My inventory is full. Boys, I need to teleport back quickly to get the inventory out. People who did not get Shaco have the same argument that you still get one. I couldn't even play Shaco in this build crypt. That's the problem. This has nothing to do with me not having Shaco. I mean, it's cute you believe that, though. But it's really not that. I will play it in certain builds once I have it. But I truly don't need it for anything. To make interesting videos, especially.
Don't ruin all that work.
Okay, we need to... Not id. Not id. Not id. Not id. Not id. Not id. I might get a new weapon.
I can break them down.
I need a sword or a dagger on 925. Not a wand. 925 I said. No. No. But yes.
There's that.
Quicker step goes away. Deeper. It feels bad to disenchant any of the new uniques, but what else you're gonna do? Keep that trash? Nah. I think we have another Duriel left, right? Did I reset? Did we reset? Did we reset? You're saying, Bungie, you're in the room. Okay, Bungie has to. Oh. The Razor Viper 2. Yeah, Sandy, 2% more weight. We can't do that. When I found like my perfect mouse weight with a wireless mice for SteelSeries, I can never use other mice again. I need to buy, like, you know, when people, does any one of you remember this mouse? I mean, I'm now a SteelSeries fanboy, but this used to be my mouse of mouses, Chad. I think I had this mouse for like almost 10 years, I feel. Does anyone remember this one? Logitech MX518. I know people that bought like backup from this. I know people that bought like another 10 to just have lying around in case that one breaks, because it was just that good of a mouse that people like. I truly enjoyed that one back in the days. It's crazy how long that held, and then I've had some other gaming mouses from brands I don't want to badmouth now, Razer, and they didn't hold that long. I mean, right now I would never want to miss out on my wireless mice, but I'm a wireless gamer, Chad. Like when I feel mouse pull when I'm gaming, I throw up. It's the same for headsets. I need to use wireless headsets. I mean, I'm not using a headset right now because I have my SteelSeries speakers running, but when I use a headset, it needs to be wireless or I just die inside. Pens. I could get a T-Bolt's Will High Roll, and I'm looking for a T-Bolt's Will High Roll, actually. That's Bloodmoon Breaches. I don't want to say I'm sad, but I want a T-Bolt's Will. Any fine drops from Duriel so far? Nah, nothing special. I mean, I'm not really looking for anything right now. I just could get like minimal better things, you know, minimal better things. I couldn't get like that vastly better item. Just minimally improved at this point. What are aspects for lenses? Gore quilts, then the lances bonus lens, and that kind of stuff. But we're gonna be like, we do one more Duriel, boys. I think Bungie said he has one more Duriel, right? Bungie said he has a lot. So we can do one more Duriel, and then we're going to do a few tier 100s because I need some recordings. And then we do Uber Lilith too. Done. So we need to also do Uber Lilith with this build, because I mean, I know this build can kill her, but I don't know if this version of the build, how easy it's going to be. So the other version of this build killed her in a few seconds. We're using Untimely Death. I'm actually not using Untimely Death right now. Also, we don't know if Untimely Death is additive or multiplicative, but actually Untimely Death is just nice bonus damage for free. That's why we're using it. It's just free bonus damage. Why wouldn't you use it? If you had to recommend a build for Necro on an Uber Lilith, Bloodlands. I killed her so fast, 60 seconds. My other Bloodlands build, which is made for boss killing, for Uber Lilith specifically, like 60 seconds, done. You're spending more time in just standing around waiting because you just skipped all the mechanics by killing her straight away than you actually spend time like fighting her, due to the amount of damage you can deal. You can have you have 18 blood. Yeah, I'm still looking for Litless upgrade, but he just won't drop, my friend. Don't worry, like he will not drop for me. I tried extensively to get the update I'm looking for. Not happening. Oop. Come on, give me something cool. Oh. That's a 40% T-Bolt's will with a higher damage reduction. I am happy. I am happy. Potion capacity is lower. Everything else is good. Maximum essence is lower, but damage reduction is higher and the damage is higher. That is perfect. That's a big difference. Well, thank you, lads. That was exactly what I was looking for. Now we can go the dungeon. Get it rolling. What's your option? The best Necromancer build. For what? I mean, if it comes down to variety, honestly, I would say that Blood Surge this season, undeniable. Blood Surge without minions. For leveling, for just getting to 100, for clearing the Uber bosses. Like, Blood Surge is just so varied and great for the overworld, because you essentially run around and no other build can do this, and you just one button everything. Especially when it comes down to farming Blood Harvest, to just getting quick through anything. That's just where it excels. Nothing else comes even close to it. Yes, sure, Bone Spear can run around and like just one Bone Spear hit things, but it's just like the mere act of like hitting everything in one room. Is Blood Surge minions any good? Blood Surge minions is insane, and we will make sure to also kill Uber Lilith with Blood Surge minions. But in order for that to work, I need to find a perfect role amulet first, because my problem currently is that I have a Death Speaker's pendant, or 2 Death Speaker's pendants. But my Death Speaker number 2 is missing. What is it missing? No, actually my Death Speaker number 2 is perfection almost. And it finally has the high roll on the actual damage, because the damage from Death Speaker is fixed, sadly, and it gets multiplied with your overpower. So that's a little bit of a bummer. Oh, I cannot upgrade that any further. Oh, wait, the T-Bolt's Will that I found has exactly the things that I need enchanted on it already. That's nice. Okay, now let's do the tier 100 dungeon with the new build, because this is, again, the enhanced build. We're going for Volcanic, not Nightmare Portal, Monster. Yeah, Nightmare Portal, that should be good. There it goes. Let's do some. I want to do like 2 or 3 for a recording and then Uber Lilith, okay? If you would use that amulet, will you use both melee and mage skellies? Yes, Jamoki. You could technically not use the mage skellies, but you want them for essence. Because if you're already playing minion, you're going all in. You're using mages, you're using everything. Because you're going to use them for Feed the Coven essence production. So we're going in, we're pulling everything together. Did I pull everything together? Oh, I forget. Prism, and then everything dies. Ah, brilliant. I was waiting for that one crit.
I'm not ready.
Travel to the inner sanctum. Yeah, this one always had like the easy way out because you just don't actually fight this, right? You just go through. Okay, so right now from an essence standpoint, my update worked. Because in case you missed it, we wanted to figure out if I could make this do more blood lances, and it is working. Oh, my nose is itching. If I could make this do more blood lances due to using potent blood, and the answer is yes, I can. It's working like a charm, to be honest. So that improvement works out vastly fine, exactly how I wanted it to work out. Because if I now pull them all together, there's a bunch of blood lances around that will essentially reduce my cooldowns. And not reduce my cooldowns, that will essentially allow me to do infinite essence cast. Like now we're going to pull them all together again and make a bunch of blood orbs. And then just literally yeet them to Narnia. See, like in the whole fight, we just essentially didn't use hemorrhage a single time. And that's the whole plan. If I can avoid using hemorrhage, if I get to the point where hemorrhage is just not being used, like then success, right? So I could just permanently keep casting by making this thing. And like, look at this. I just hold down my 2 button. We get them together. I hold down my 2 button and everything works. Are you the guy from Hearthstone, Donkey Kong? Yes, I did stream Hearthstone years ago. That's how my career started as a content creator. Making Hearthstone guides. Now I'm making Diablo guides. I wish there was another card game coming out where it was worth making guides for. Marvel Snap was one of them. So Marvel Snap was cool and I kind of liked it. But it wasn't really lacking the depth, but making guides for that was a little bit too simple. You know, it was like, oh yeah, there's because of the limited amount of parts and everything. Yeah, didn't just completely have me on that like guide making department. I don't think we'll ever get another card game like Hearthstone, sadly. The time for that is a little bit over. TCGs are right now not there. But we would need like a combination of a TCG and an auto battler, if I'm honest with you. That's probably what we would be looking at here right now. Something in that direction. I'm currently trying to reset my cooldown, so I'm just better for the boss fight. So that was a tier 100 dungeon, guys. This is how fast we went through. And now we're gonna, for the Blood Bishop, step 1, do this. Step 2, pull him together. Step 3, activate that, and then just spam him away. Make more blood orbs. Actually, really interesting against him that he's giving me more options to make blood orbs. But yeah, even with a potent blood running, even with the essence production running right now. Just notice where it's definitely slower than when I have Blood Wave. Blood Wave is truly the boss killer. If you're just looking to molest bosses, right? That's where Blood Wave just beats Bone Storm. Bone Storm is nice. We all love Bone Storm, Chan. But nothing beats Blood Wave when it comes down to killing bosses. I mean, it's definitely faster going through the dungeon right now. Undeniable. And Ravenous is helping out tons and heaps because right now we're using Ravenous for bonus attack speed. Right? So in between, just be a bit faster. I'm also not really critting right now. Why are we not critting, guys? We have like 50% crit chance. Not crazy, right? We only have like... Why don't we only have 18%? Where's my 29% gone? Which item did I change?
I need more time.
Which item did I change? It cuts so heavily into my critical strike chance. Is it the gloves? Do I have to... The glove?
I'm not ready.
I'm just wondering where like our overall crit damage was. Where do you get the barriers from? We're getting the permanent barrier from Bone Storm and the aspect that gives you the Bone Storm stuff. Is around the boss on the other hand? Well, but who cares? Because the boss is never the problem, Sila, right? So if you have a build like, so if we do Uber Lilith in like 60 seconds, right? With the other Bloodlands build with the Blood Wave, you can obviously do that, right? Focus, focus. It's focus, not gloves. I'm an idiot. That's what I did wrong. Yes. Yes. Chan? Why am I wearing these gloves? Like, obviously, this takes a long time. If my vampiric power for bonus overpower blood drops and everything is not working. Obviously, this is taking time if I'm not getting my attack speed vampiric power for bonus attack speeds. Oh, obviously. If I'm not using my Bloodlands overpower... Okay. Let's everyone strike this from your memory. Everyone strike this from your memory that we just saw this, and let's do it again. Okay. So now these gloves are back that have a 9% critical strike chance and 60 dexterity, and suddenly we're 29% critical strike chance instead of 18.
First Carlo, now Leah. There's something out there killing us and no one will do anything.
Okay. Let's do this again. Carrion fields. Which one are the carrion fields? Is Dex better than Ins? You use this for the extra crit chance. In this case, you need at least 30% crit chance because with your Bone Storm going on, you're at 50. And with your Grasping Veins going on, you're at 60 to 70. Okay? So you're aiming for like going up to 60, 70. Yeah, now, yes. And I was just wondering where my damage... It's not only where my damage is, it's where my attack speed is. See like how the difference is here?
I'm not ready.
They're like only crits and everything dies. And I'm just wondering where my damage is. It's not there because you're an idiot, Tony.
I need more time.
I love this dungeon, by the way. So much fun to do. Pull everyone together. I need more time. Boop, 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 boop. And then... See how much more damage that suddenly is? Which nectar build is your favorite? This morning, I would have told you that Blood Surge is my favorite. And then we created this one here, and I'm like, wow. I mean, Blood Surge is brilliant, don't get me wrong. And it's just like so much fun to play. But it's just like, I never thought that I could make the Bloodlands build better. Like, the Bloodlands build was already S tier. And I thought like, that's it, you know? There's no way I can improve on this. And then we're just like, we brought the concept of Litless Wall now into the Blood Surge, into the Bloodlands. And finally, I can also speedrun tier 100 dungeons. Because there was only one problem that held Lance back a little bit. And that was that Lance couldn't speedrun tier 100 dungeons that good. And I hated that because I wanted a build that can kill bosses very nicely, like I did with Uber Lilith in a couple of seconds. But I also wanted you to be able to do tier 100 dungeon. And now with the change of one single aspect, you're actually perfectly able to do both. Because I literally just have to change one aspect and change Bone Storm. And technically, we're just perfectly suited to kill Uber Lilith as well. Can you speed clear tier 100s in a full group? You can. And I would probably do it with Infinimist because things are just hitting so hard when you go with a team in, right? My tier 100 with a group is just looking for pain. Right? Because it's only pain. But hey, if you wanna do it, you can. It's just like falls under the why do you hate yourself department. You know, like that question where why do you hate yourself again? I mean, there's technically no reason to also speed farm tier 100s, because like tier 90s are just so much simpler and roughly give the same glyph XP and loot, right? You're still leveling? Well, all my builds are just meant to give you all options. So I'm obviously improving existing builds. So I'm making builds better that like you just have more fun. But I also want to just make more builds, you know, like just to give you all options. Did I just do was there an 8 million or did it just look like an 8 million to me? See, like the difference now to the last boss fight, guys. Now with the bonus attack speed and the bonus crit chance and everything happening, how we are just continuously doing like the high damage overpowers. You know, not just sometimes the high damage overpowers, like always the high damage overpowers. Especially the overpowered crits that go for multi-million. The last boss fight super clunky. This boss fight just like not even comparable, right? Correct? Your stats, we have 26,000 or 21,000 attack power, 8,500 armor, and 20,000 life. Technically, we could have more life, but there's a very interesting thing to this build, Chan. We are actually sacrificing our golem for critical strike. You can't see that, but the golem is sacrificed for critical strike instead of sacrificing the golem for bonus life, which you would usually always do with this build, but I figured out that critical strike is just so much better. So now we need to do one more tier 100. What is it? Inferno, Nightmare Sigil. Steadfast Barracks. Oh, Avenger. Avenger is not. Wait. Complete resist. Vulnerable resist. Yeah, who cares about vulnerable? You haven't aged a single game, Dave. That is not true. I can show you very old Hearthstone videos. Okay, chat. Someone just said, like, someone is trying to get into my panties, which is okay. Like, my panties are big. A lot of people fit in there. That being said, important things first. Let me find the nightmare dungeon that I just opened. Okay, where is it? Hello? I opened one, didn't I? Didn't I open one? Yeah, I opened one. Where is it? What? No. No. How? There. No. Wait. No. What? Where? What? No. What? Oh, there, behind the... Oha. Oha. Okay, so, topic, you haven't aged a day. We're going back, playlists. Hearthstone. What's the oldest I can find? 2017. Seven years? 8 years? I think I count like 8 years ago. 8 years ago is the oldest I can find. It's a great intro. Never do that. Never do this. See, that's me. Look at that. Here. Haven't aged a day. Deeds nuts haven't aged a day. This is 10 years of full-time streaming does to you, Chan. 10 years of full-time streaming does to you. Makes you old. Gives you a beard. Definitely gives you a beard. I think there's a magical thing about streaming that suddenly makes you grow a beard. Has a lot to do with like social conventions and just not leaving the house anymore. It's a growing trend among streamers. Oh, that's a blood obelisk. Let me just nuke that blood obelisk. Honestly, I will never want to exist without T-Bolt's will again. I don't know, chat, how I can ever play this game without that unique. Like, T-Bolt's will is literally, for every build, it has become like my go-for unique. Okay, apart from some of the shadow builds, but like in every blood build, it's like, oh, you know, blood used to have an essence problematic, but then T-Bolt's will enters the room. Yes, absolute utter obliteration. Blood is just love. What has me more surprised, guys, is not how good blood is. What has me more surprised is how I managed to literally cram the Littlest Wall into every single build. No, it's not how good blood is. We all were expecting blood to be good, right? But somehow I managed to just take the Littlest Wall and just put it in any build. It's like, we're playing minions. How about Littlest Wall? Are we playing Infinimus? Well, you know what? Littlest Wall. Or Bone Spear? Littlest Wall. Bloodlands? Littlest Wall. Blood Surge? And yes, that's the funny part. We actually made Blood Surge work with Littlest Wall, which just has me in shambles. But yes, you notice I'm not really looking at the screen, paying attention. We're just zooming, chat. This is the Bloodlands build. Are you not entertained? I mean, seriously, doesn't this look like incredible fun to you? Oh, I thought that was unique. So, Groby, thank you for the 3 months. Little friend, thank you for the 50 months. Lord Open, I think, yeah, right. Thank you for the brand new sub. I think I missed some subs in between, and I'm very sorry for that. I've been like focusing on live stream here on yeah. So I've been focusing on the YouTube chat to not forget about that, and like have you all like somehow satisfied by answering all your questions. So hi. Yeah, so we're currently playing the pens that give you 50 essence on dash and 40% multiplicative damage, which works really well. Okay, you are having Doombringer for your Bloodlands, and now life is at 33k. See, this is what I would do. I would put Doombringer into this build as well if I had Doombringer. It's the last unique I truly want, because I think Doombringer is bad, but being able to hire your life up to 33,000 plus, as you say, is just going to be interesting to overall boost your damage. So I would really like to see this, because having 33,000 life does not only mean 33,000 life, it also means, and that is the more interesting part for me, that you're getting on top of the 33,000 life, you would be getting, oh, that is a lot of dudes. What do I want to say? Come on. You would be getting area too. So it's 33,000 life plus now, instead of, you know, plus the barrier. What does the N symbol on the gear mean? That's favorite. If you press spacebar 2 times, you can favorite gear that you don't accidentally disenchant or sell it. So here, spacebar, favorite it. 1 time spacebar is trash, so you disenchant it then when you're actually trashing it, right? Oh, did I just miss the dude? Machine gun. I like summoner builds. We made a pure summoner work, but sadly, even though the pure summoner works, it's a fun build that can do tier 100s, but it's just like the weakest. Like this season, sadly, summoner is truly on the weaker end of the spectrum, which has me in shambles, because I was really hoping for summoner to be more viable. But sadly, they're just not doing enough for summoner. I mean, they just overhauled overpower, and for summoner to truly be good, they will have to overhaul the complete summoner. I mean, beginning with the golem being completely useless, and ending with like there just needs to be more damage for your minions. It's just not enough. There's just no questions to ask. Okay, what boss is here? Oh, isn't it like the dude, the warrior kind of guy? No, Mother's Judgment. Oh, this will be interesting, because Mother's Judgment is actually tough as nails to kill.
I need no time. I need more time.
She's one of the more annoying ones, because she like does that ranged into non-ranged mixed damage weirdness. Well, that was a 5 million one. I like it. That's another 5 million. Yep. Love to see it. Another 5 million. So we're like, we're getting in. Let's do crit maximum. Criticus maximus. No, maximum crit now. Come on, let's finish her off. Okay, finally, Essence Glyph also 21. That's 2 glyphs 21. The next glyph out 21 is probably Blood Drinker, because this would hire the bonus it actually does to all the glyphs surrounding. Okay, now Uber Lilith. Now Uber Lilith's chat to see how well this build does without Blood Wave. Okay. I had these pens but died with them on level 100 in a tier 70 nightmare dungeon. It was a lame death. Now I will get them again. I was constantly unstoppable, getting the buff with crazy move and attack speed. Go. Amazing how much damage is lower now. Damage isn't very much lower. You just don't have the Barber Heart going into millions of damage. I mean, realistically, like, the damage is very good points right now. Especially the Barbahard was so weird with the delayed damage. I mean, the delayed damage sucked monkey balls. There's no question. It was so annoying wearing like 21, 23, 24, 25. And then when you're fighting Uber Lilith, you were just doing these damages.
I need more time.
Okay. Boop. So what could we do better versus her? Like, again, we could drop the Littlest Wall for this build, Chad. So we didn't even have to drop it, okay? So if you fight Lilith with this build, if you were just clearing tier 100 dungeons, put the Littlest Wall off for a focus, tack into Blood Wave, and it should technically work. We will try without that first. And I want to get the right elixir, though. I need the crit elixir. You killed Uber Lilith 4 times in a row and didn't get any loot. Lilith doesn't have, like, she has 2 uniques or 2 legendaries as loot. That's it. Not uniques, legendaries. Helk, thank you very much for your subscription, Helk. Your name rings a bell. I'm not sure which bell, but Helk, Gurdon, thank you both for your Prime subscription. Welcome as Knights of the Round Stable. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for using your Primes here on Twitch. We're ready to YouTube as well. Don't worry, YouTube. I didn't forget about you. Appreciate it. You're cherished. You're loved. You don't have a Prime, though. I'm sorry. The Twitch thing. What would you say boosts damage the most? Which stat? Oh, overpower. I have almost 4,000 overpower in this build. Woo! Yeah. So, I wasn't actually aware how much overpower I've gotten, but it's almost 4,000. Okay, what potion would be the best for this? Probably... When you can take the... Here, critical strike chance and critical strike damage. Most likely. Best potion. That would get us up to a 35%. Then again, plus 20% crit with this. So we'll do her now. We'll do Uber Lilith now without Blood Wave. And we could run into some essence issues. Why not attack speed? That's simple, Telesian. I hope I pronounced that name correct. We have overpower 44% attack speed bonus, and we're currently playing also Hectic for Ravenous for a 20% chance to increase your attack speed by 40% of your total movement speed, which is another 50%. So I just don't see where I need more.
I'm not ready yet.
You see, there was not a single of the big crates now. It's a bummer. And that can always happen, right? That you just don't land one of the big ones. Oh, that was bad. I didn't want to use my blood mist there. It was a mistake. It was actually a mistake that's going to kill me now. Because I can't avoid the attacks. Yeah, so I need blood mist in that first wave. Oops. Made a mistake. Sorry. Definitely less damage without blood wave for her. Vastly less damage. Let's begin with a curse into wave, into that, into dash, into... You see, there's the crits. You know, like, you notice how she suddenly loses half her HP.
I'm not ready yet.
We skipped the phase completely.
I need more time.
There you go. Crits are blue. The blue are overpower, and the orange ones are overpower crits, and the yellow ones are normal crits. Too slow. Already bad.
I'm
he summoned the red orbs. So this was already bad from a rotation standpoint because we need to prevent him from summoning the red orbs. So we can essentially skip this phase.
I need more time.
We can completely prevent him from summoning anything there. Because now you actually need to dash around these fireballs, and I usually try to avoid that phase like the plague, you know?
I need more time.
Because then you don't have to actually bother at all with them.
I need more time.
It works.
I need more time.
Probably gonna die here now. Yep. So the with Blood Wave build is faster. That's a fact. But it works, right? No, we just get her down. What you could do now though is so that was the try, like just to see that. And I want to notice, like, can we just change this without changing much? Correct? Can we just help us kill her, but without vastly changing the build? And that is where you can take your focus. Which can also do overpower damage, so the Lidless Wall. And then we're going to take a Blood Wave one. Blood Wave.
All right, traveler.
This is why you hoard aspects like crazy. This is why you're hoarding aspects. So that would be Blood Wave, and then you just do this. And technically, this should allow us to kill her even easier than before. Especially in that wave 2. Because that was the problem, guys. Especially in that wave 2. Where we, like, you need to break her before she does any of the red thingies. And that works so good with Blood Wave. Now we still do this. Get a corpse in, do that. Blood Wave. Notice my essence not giving a fuck. The difference with Blood Wave. I think I made my point clear, right? Why Blood Wave is so much better for fighting her. I think we all understood, right?
I'm not ready.
So same build, but when you're killing her, just do slight different. So like you notice now, no weird balls, nothing, right? Just him. Walk out. Skip the next phase again. Just walks in here now. And dead. That's over. Done. I can shoot her if I want to. Can already make some blood waves in the middle. Because now every blood orb I can consume to make bonus blood lances, right? Then you just do this and done. So now for clearing tier 100 dungeons as well, like you could just keep this focus with you. That's what I was trying to get at. So for clearing the dungeon itself, it's better to run this. Okay? This is like still like for running the dungeon, Having the Bone Storm is just better. As you're then deciding, like, you want to kill a boss, like, see, you put the Limitless Wall on, you put this on, you have your focus marked as highlighted, so you never accidentally sell or disenchant your focus, right?
You can take what's left.
Blood Surge waves again. Bone Prison Blind. Sacrifice bonuses.
Salvage.
Varia. Embalmer is so sad. I'm actually sad. I was looking forward to play Embalmer, and we're not even playing Embalmer anymore, Chad. Is that still got the hardest content in D4? Yes, that's still the hardest content in D4, but I'm also like an absolute endgame pinnacle farmed mother trucker. So now I would keep this thing with me. We go into a tier 100 dungeon just to do this one more time, right? We're going to go Zanguin Chapel. That's Lightning Storm I hate. Flooded Depth. Death Bolt's going to kill me. Oh, God, why are you so annoying? Oh, yeah. Nightmare. Let's do... What is this? Vault of the Forsaken. Oh, no. It has horrible enemies. But we'll do this, and then we'll be using the trick for the end boss. Would you be willing to do that, or is this too stupid for you? Chad, this is a very important question. Would you be willing to swap an item? Or would you be like, that's stupid? How much content is left to cover for you? Oh, I have done everything. There's nothing left to cover. The only thing that is actually left to cover is making fun builds. So right now we actually made this build this very morning, and it's an improvement on builds we've already made before. So technically this isn't new content. This is, oh my goodness, I was too close. This is not new content. This is just me making, or like me improving on builds I've made so you have more fun. No, so you would just keep the item on you, and then you swap it before the fight. My question is only like, if I'm gonna make a build already where I suggest an item swap on a boss fight, I just need to know if you would be even willing to do it, or if you would be annoyed by it.
I'm not ready yet.
Because if you're telling me now I would never carry a bonus item with me, even though it makes the boss fight like 400 times easier, well then I can already forget on adding that into the video, right? Because you're gonna be like, Pony, you know what? I can't be asked.
I'm not ready yet.
The fun part is, Blood Surge can't do this. So this is something that only Bloodlands can do, I think. I don't think Blood Surge could do this. So this is something that you as the Bloodlands build have one up on the Surge build, because the Surge build couldn't use Blood Wave to essentially make life easier. It would be impossible. Is there a boss setup for the Infinimist build? I don't play Infinimist. I play Tempest. Tempest is better than Infinimist. And yes, there is a boss setup for that, and that is playing Blight. So I don't know if you have played Infinimist so far and you've played Reap for no reason ever, but some max roll guide recommending you to play Reap. Like honestly, Reap, the only reason why Reap is being played in Infinimist is it's such a remnant of the past. It was being played because you needed the damage reduction that Reap gave you, but that damage reduction is not needed anymore. Why would Blood Surge even want Blood Wave? That's actually simple, because you can run over the Blood Orbs and these Blood Orbs would still fortify you, but they wouldn't only fortify you. The real reason to play it is because, oh shit, I just pressed cooldowns weirdly. The real reason why you would do it is because you want to reduce the cooldown of your overpower, because for every item that you for every blood orb that you put up, you get faster the free overpower. So that's the only reason why you would do it, kind of. But yeah, on Bloodlands, it's obviously amazing because it allows you just for more Bloodlands casts, and that's where it goes crazy. Tired. Is he German and streaming in English? Yes, but I don't game in German. That's why I stream in English. Schön, dass du da bist. Pleasure. So I don't like our German gaming community very much. I think a lot of Germans can emphasize on that because our German gaming community is very German. Only Germans understand. So yeah, I like. That's mainly why I truly stream in English, because I really don't. Oh, what are you doing here? Weird ass vampire sucker dude. We're not having this. He's such a joke compared to the butcher, but I like that he exists still. Still a joke compared to the butcher. So yeah, the German gaming community is very German, and I prefer the international worldwide gaming community, if I'm honest with you. Isn't Rob also German? I think Rob is German, yes, and Voody is German, but you kind of know that they're Germans because you can hear it on both. That is not meant as an offense, don't get me wrong. They're both plenty cute, and I love how they sound. But they do sound rather German, and a lot of English-speaking, or a lot of German viewers don't like listening to a German that sounds German. That sounds weird, but it is what it is. So if a German viewer watches an English stream, they want it to also sound English. Because else they could also listen to their coworkers speak English and throw up inside, because German English sounds horrible.
I'm not ready yet.
Your accent is very English. I was 1 year in America as a kid because my dad is a Navy dad, which helps tremendously when you develop an ear for the language. It's an invaluable lesson that you don't get in Germany, simple as is, because we learn English in school, but you learn how to write, you learn how to analyze poems, you learn how to do the grammar, but most English teachers, they speak English, surprise, but they're not like, they don't teach you to really speak English, to develop like this feeling for English. And that's very hard, since, how do I put this now? So grammar in English is shit. Sorry. English, your grammar is shit. German grammar superior, but that's the problem for Germans, because a lot of things German grammar wise make sense in English if you're German. Yeah. Think about it. Think about what I just said. Okay. A lot of German things grammar wise make sense in English, but only if you're German. And that's a big hurdle for Germans, and that's why they're sounding like some imbecilic morons often. You know? Because you have them say a sentence, tell you something, and okay, now before the boss fight, again, Chan, like wait. So they have you tell you something, and another German that speaks English is going to be like, that makes perfect sense. And you as the English person next to them like, wow, they're special. What the fuck is wrong with these kids? So now we swapped the item. We tacked over to Bloodwave. Okay, swapped item, tacked over to Bloodwave. Just for the boss fight. Summon the Bloodwave. Do this. Get the Blood Orbs. Curse her. Then just spam her. Oh, wait, sorry. Spam her like crazy with all the bonus Blood Orbs we're getting. Don't get a single crit because we're cursed. Wait for our next blood wave. Oh wow, I stood on the explodey thingy. And you essentially just managed to just get her killed faster. With the downside though, in this specific boss fight, that you're not having a barrier running. So I have to say for this boss fight though, that doing this fight like that bears the danger of not having a barrier running. Whereas if you run obviously your what's it called again? Whereas if you're running your Come on, brain, say it. Why are you not saying it? What are you scared about?
I'm not ready yet.
I forget the name of the skill. Bone Storm. Holy. What was that for a brain lag?
I'm not ready yet.
Do you notice how the fight is like vastly faster? Vastly faster. Like crazy. Godness, what was that for a brain lag? I'm start seeing a doctor, I guess. Yeah. And now you would go back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go in your inventory. Swap the shield over. Done. Could do that for every boss fight. If you can kill them anyways. But I wonder if Grandfather suits your Bloodlands build. No. No. Problem. Let me show you my smart document that I have. So you can use Grandfather in this build. Yes. But it doesn't suit this build. Why? Litless Wall. You can use Grandfather for boss killing though. That's the whole point. So for boss killing, you could use it. What does Grandfather do? Grandfather right behind me here. Let me swap to the other side. Hi. Increase your critical strike damage by 100%. And it also gives you life, which is amazing. What you would have to do is you would have to put your aspect of grasping veins on the loop of potent death. So no more essence gain, or you would have to remove the attack speed. The attack speed would be a bit annoying, but yeah, it will work with Grandfather. What you're rather looking for instead of Grandfather would be Doombringer, even though Doombringer sucks. But what can Doombringer do? It gives you 26% maximum life or skill damage, overall damage, and it gives you the chance to heal. Plus, there's another 10,000 shadow damage happening, and this shadow damage that can happen, and that's interesting, can explode. So the shadow damage that's happening there can critical strike, it can overpower, and it can just generally do good. Doombringer would higher your life by 26%. So now do the math, guys. We have 20,000 life. 20,000 life times 26% is how much? Huh? Anyone? No? So it's quite a lot, right? Good. So it's worth it to think about putting that item up, especially because you get a life percentage plus that you then, when you actually use a potion with even more life, it would be even more. But the thing is, I could use Doombringer instead of my wand, okay? Doombringer instead of the wand. And then I can still use Potent Blood if I want. I can still use Litless Wall if I want. And if I don't want to use Potent Blood, I could then use Grasping Veins again on the ring. Does Grandfather work with full summoner? Yes. If you're playing a full summoner build, Grandfather works. This list here is in a YouTube video, but I can also, I don't know here, if you haven't watched the YouTube video yet because you're a terrible person, how dare you? There's the list, and it's generally, I put like every build where the items make sense for. And here's Summoner Mendel with links to the respective builds, by the way. So there's on the left side, there's the builds linked, and the builds where the items kind of make sense for and where the items don't really make sense. Yeah. That a little bit wrapped together, where you could say if you find something like doesn't make sense, and the video also explains how to use them. If you're interested in this, if you ever wanted to know. Good. Yeah. Like I'm a nerd. I like to make these things, Chan. I'm a nerd. I like to make these things. But now when you're looking to disenchant the items, right? You don't have to be scared of accidentally disenchanting your thing, because it's just impossible. You can't accidentally destroy your stuff. So that's quite nice. It's still gonna be there. What's more enjoyable, Bone Spear or Blood Necro? You might notice that I've made a lot of builds. I'm known for Diablo build making videos. I've been making like 20, 30, 40, 50 builds, right? And you will notice that none of these builds, not a single one of all the builds I've been making is Bone Spear. This is like this is Baldur's Gate, and then there's like it's like Necro, Overpower, Bloodlands, Sorg, some Sorg stuff, Bone Storm, more Bone Storm. You know, like this is not a single Bone Spear. Here, this is the video like fuck Bone Spear too. Here, this is the Sever Summon. Oh, the Sever Summoner. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a build we haven't made this season. Oh, there's a build we haven't made this season. The interesting part about this build is this is the Sever Summoner. The Sever Summoner in the Eternal Realm was doing 2, 3, 4 million crits already. That's Eternal Realm. Now we have Sanguine Circle. Now we have Domination. And not only that, we also have T-Bald's Will, and we would have the GoXLR crown. Well, chat, we know what we're doing tomorrow. I hope you're excited for that. That is like, I already like a little sneak peek, but I think, yeah. Huh. Bloodlands looks fun, but if you get an uber unique like Shaker or Grandfather, Bone Spear is crazy. Yet, yes, it is. But I mean, like once you hit level 100, you're done with the game. What do you want to do then? You know? Do you want to just stay on your build? Do you want to start leveling another character? I mean, what I do when I reach level 100 is I experiment with other builds, and at some point I'm going to get another character, and that's about it. But yeah, I mean, like if you get the uber uniques, yes, it's crazy. But I mean, don't you want to experiment a little bit? Don't you want to try out some new things and see if they work? Thorn build? No. I love you, Nguyen. I hopefully I said your name correct. Nguyen, I love you like a brother. I would share my food with you, and I don't do that with anyone actually. But no, just seriously, this Thorns is just a no for me. Is it worth the bosses for uniques to improve my build? No. And let me tell you why it's not worth it. You don't want to do Varshan in World Tier 3 because Varshan drops the Mucus Slick Ak in World Tier 4 to do Duriel. You don't want to do Grigor in World Tier 3 because Grigor drops the Shards of Agony for Duriel. Also, World Tier 3 is easy as fuck. So if your build is struggling in World Tier 3, you did something wrong. I played Blood Surge, and I went from World Tier 1 to 3 to 4 with one aspect. My Blood Surge was playing the title aspect where you get a bonus Blood Surge, and that's it. You can't do them in Tier 4. Well, you don't have to do them in Tier 4 alone. Invite friends. I'm missing a head for Varshan. I thought I had a head. Yikes. So you like if you're World Tier 4 and you really want to do them, just ask in the global chat. People will run in your doors. You're saying any like you go into the chat and you're like, anyone wants to do like, you know, Grigor, anyone wants to do Varshan, anyone wants to, they're like, me, eat me. Is there any benefit for grouping for Duriel if you can solo them? Sharing the loot with people. What we do in this stream and what I do with people in general and encourage people to do is, if you have the materials to do something, best case scenario, you walk in front of the Duriel cave, you walk in front and there's always people standing around and they're always waiting to ask you, can I join? Okay. Here, like Bronx right now, if someone wants to do Grigor, Duriel together, I'm level 76, you can just write Bronx a message here on Twitch and that's it. Is it difficult to min-max builds in terms of gear? Yes. when it comes down to like, so right now I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4 uniques, so I don't have to bother about these 4 items. But my gloves, for example, have Dex, critical strike chance, overpower, and ranks and bloodlands. That Dex should or could be intelligence or willpower. My ring has overpower damage, damage to close, shadow damage over time, and maximum life. It's the best ring I've found so far, despite having shadow damage over time, which is completely useless for me. I've not found a better ring. This one is overpower, physical damage, life regeneration, and maximum life. The life regeneration is useless, but I can't reroll any more stats on this one. Curious how you have 21,000 power. Well, I have almost 4,000 overpower damage. I have 400% critical strike damage. I have 30% critical strike chance. I have a nice attack speed bonus. My weapon damage is really high. Base weapon damage and attack speed. My all damage is really good. So yeah, how do I not have 21,000 attack power? Stats over item power, yes, unless you're going for, like, you want to have items that are over 832, because over 832 is another item breaking point where they can have more max stats. For example, my helmet is currently 800. What I would like to have is a helmet that is 925 or over 832, because over that 832, the total armor could be higher, the maximum life could be higher, and the alt stats could be higher by 3% or so. But that 3% is kind of nice. Right? Okay, before this starts, let me quickly run upstairs. I'll be right back.
Greetings. Too late.
Damn. I couldn't save them.
You are courting pain and death.
Sorry. I apologize. I need help.
Well done.
Come with me.
I'm impressed.
Good game, chat. Good game. Good game. GG. GG. Well, we're playing. Did I not die? Or did he just die so fast? Your new helmet? See, I'm just looking for a new helmet, okay? The new helmet is just supposed to have total armor and maximum life. That's it. I don't want the helmet to have anything else. And I'm unable to find one. Do you need T-Bolt's pants? Well, they help, but you don't need them. T-Bolt's pants will make you faster. When can you get this build? You can make the Blood Surge build that I just put on YouTube today. And put Bloodlands in with 2 changes. Okay? Because this is very similar to the Blood Surge build, slightly different. Yeah, this is pizza from yesterday. I made tuna pizza. My children seem to like tuna pizza now. They hated tuna pizza. Okay? Literally. You get close to them with tuna pizza and they start crying. Then they went to kindergarten. And the kindergarten cook made tuna pizza. And my daughter comes home very proud and is like, guess what I ate today in kindergarten? Tuna pizza. Yum yum. So lecker. So tasty. Lecker in German. And I was like, you know what? You'll shit. I'll make tuna pizza tomorrow and you'll eat it. Well, now they love tuna pizza. Thank you, kindergarten, I guess. You know? Now they finally love it. But when I make it, it's horrible at first. Like you can't eat it, you know? It's like scary. Why would you even remotely think about eating tuna pizza? Who in their right mind would do that? Torture their children like that. Donnie, thank you for the 30 months of support, Donnie. Very much appreciated. Welcome back. One thing I want is, guys, I want the cookbook of the kindergarten lady. Because she makes simple things like tortellini with a certain pesto sauce that my children love. But when I make tortellini at home, you know, when I make tortellini at home, they're like, no, this is trash. Like, fuck you, Dad. I'm like, no, this is the same. I swear to God. I think I might swap to Bloodlands. Honestly, do. It's so much fun. It's such an absolute horrendously stupid fun build. But you need 2 hands to play it. Can't do it one-handed. A 3% proc rate of overpower is not really that much. Your mistake is that you're looking at overpower as the 3% proc rate. Every 6 Bloodlands is overpowered. Every 12 seconds you get a free overpower. And every 20 seconds you get another free overpower on top. Plus, you can just get random 3% in between, which is not that much. Yes, true. Random 3% in between is not that much, but it's there. And then on top of all the things I just mentioned, also your normal Bloodlances are still doing good damage. I mean, a normal Bloodlance just crits for 120,000. You know, that was a normal overpower, not even an overpower crit. That was overpower crits here. But you also do normal crits that are just doing 80 to 150,000 damage. Right? The trick is to not just go for overpower. Yes, overpower is your main stat, but you're mixing some vulnerable in, you're mixing some crit in, and that creates an amazing sauce where you have the chance to land crazy overpower crits in 5 million and more. Plus just all the cool overpower damage you can also do. So it's crit dependent? No, but crit just makes it so much more. Because also the Bone Storm running right now gives me 20% more crit. So I'm running around with a 50% crit chance as long as Bone Storms are running, which is always. Plus, when I use my When I use my corpse terminals, I get another 16% crit chance. So that is the amount of crit chance I just run around with. Natively. The whole time. While I'm going through a dungeon. Oh, did I mention that Bone Storm also gives me damage reduction of 20%?
I'm not ready.
Yep. I mentioned that. I should have. That's what it does. Oh, and yes, it's constantly, as you can see, just always. And you do blood mist to make more corpses, kill everything again. Stop resisting police brutality.
I need more time.
Can't be having that. This build is just everything, guys. This build is everything. It might be the pinnacle of all the builds I've made so far this season. It's finally utilizing all the cool synergies that Necro has to offer. Everything. Bonus storms, bonus crit, bonus damage reduction, barriers, constantly like having a 20,000 HP barrier running too.
I need more time.
That makes you more or less unable to die. More or less. There's always a chance you fuck up and die. And you never stand still. Always keep zooming. Oh, I don't want to start the event. Nah, I don't want to start the event. You can, like, you know, for all I care, you can die, you stupid adventurers. Oh, I don't want to do that event as well. Holy. Even though events are like super simple with this build because you just make those bone storms and they just kill everything. And yes, before you ask, Shadow Bone Storm is better than Bone Storm. Which is kind of sad because, like, the actual Bone Storm, when you're playing Bone, is terrible compared to a Shadow Bone Storm, because a Shadow Bone Storm alone can just do all your damage. All your damage can be done by Shadow Bone Storm. Whereas if you go for Bone Storm, because I tried it out, it's just not that much damage. We already tried the finals. It's a fun game, but I'm just really not interested in massive multiplayer online shooter competition things. Being forced to play controller because aim assist is just better than mouse and keyboard. You know, wondering if the enemy is hacking, having to have like at least 400 FPS in every single game, or you're going to be shot in the face by someone that has 400 FPS in the game. So yeah. That's just me with online games right now. I mean, I can also play Diablo and essentially make like cool Diablo videos for you, and we all just have fun with that and laugh about it, right? That's just only one layer of the whole things, because what kind of videos would I make with the finals? It's like right now, I mean, like my Twitch stream is a funnel for my YouTube, right? Like my Twitch stream creates content for my YouTube. And if I'm playing now the finals, what kind of YouTube videos would I make about a shooter with destructible environment? You know, unless I want to drop some high frac montages, how insanely cool I am and how much damage I deal, and look at me like, oh, I'm beating like 12-year-olds, or I get beaten up by 12-year-olds probably. In all honesty. Reality of a content creator, if I can't make videos with a game, then I don't really play that game much.
I need more time.
Right? It's just the way it is. I totally missed the chance to make like cool videos about Harry Potter, that's for sure. Still saddens me.
I'm not ready yet.
So you're not a self-absorbed twad? Interesting concept. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't believe that people want to watch me play every single game only because I play the game. I do not possess the skill nor the personality to make that work. So I share knowledge instead. You know, I like sharing knowledge. You know me. One enemy remains. Done. Oh, that's... What? What did I die to? Nothing touched me. They were still spawning. This would have been the worst hardcore death in existence because I have no clue what I died to. Is this the blood surge for Ryan from the website? No, it's slightly different. I'm still upset because I don't know what I died to. I don't understand. So what is the rotation setup for attacking? Okay, so the rotation setup for attacking is pretty simple. You either bloodlands in straight away and curse, or you go in with your blood mist, make corpses because you don't run corpse explosion, then you can pull them together with tendrils, curse, and then yeet in. Dash through them to get your bone storm cooldown reduction because we're playing flicker stab, so you constantly want to dash through the enemies because our only way to make things vulnerable is also dashing through them with vampiric curse. Very beautiful build. Sinister, thank you very much for the subscription. Welcome to the Knights of the Round Stable. Nightmare 100 is still on your to-do list. I mean, this build or Tempest Necromancer is definitely very easy in clearing. You do need at least the Lidless Wall. So you don't need the Banished Lord's Talisman, but you need the Lidless Wall and T-Bolt's Will. Optimally Soulbrawn. For clearing tier 100 dungeons. You can clear the tier 100 without, it will just be harder. But that shouldn't come as a surprise, right? That will be harder to clear. It's like, who would have guessed? You could play GoXLR instead of T-Bolt, but you need the aspect of the Shielding Storm. And the only item I have left for the aspect of the Shielding Storm is the helmet. If you don't have T-Bolts, you could play any pants you want. And yes, you could put on a GoXLR crown. Where's my GoXLR crown right now? Because the GoXLR crown also has maximum life. Which is kind of cool. The problem I have with the crown is that it's only 3 seconds every 12 seconds. Okay? Where this one essentially is every 4 seconds. So I dash, I become unstoppable, and I have life for 8 seconds. 40% bonus damage, right? And then I dash again and I become unstoppable and I get another, like, so this is permanently up. But GoXLR crown is not permanently up. A flicker step is so good. You truly don't want to miss out on it. It's just like stupid how good flicker step is. I'm honest with you. It's just love. Okay, ring in, ring in. Inventory's getting full.
That cannot be salvaged.
No, my hell tide. Sadness. I've been dreaming about a Hemo basic overpower build. It's not a dream. It's not a dream. So you can use Hemo because Hemo does area damage. So the very interesting part about Hemo is that burst an enemy's blood dealing damage. Hemorrhage has a 20% chance to do blood. And then, here, this is after picking up a blood orb, your next hemorrhage also deals damage to enemies around your target and ground 2 additional essence per enemy hit. So you could use hemorrhage as the main skill. You could do hemorrhage together with Bone Storm and also the Lidless Wall as a dashing build. And then you would obviously play Moonrise for the 160% damage on basic skill bonus. You could also then, like, you could obviously put all the other on. You would play Hectic as well for probably basic skills to reduce cooldowns. And then you would constantly have like Bone Storm up. You would constantly be making like, you know, blood orbs and whatsoever. I'm just not sure how much damage it would really scale because the basic one here right now with 1 skill point in is 5,000 damage. This one with 11 is 33,000, right? I mean, even if you like 5-point it up, like the maximum you can get is like kind of up to 8,000. And there's like, you can't really get many more core skill points in there, right? I mean, like I have 11 skill points in here. 11. Right? In your core skill. So good. You can't live without max of 8. That's completely fine. For me as a necro, this is fantastic. I'm slow anyways. Is there a meaning in buying gear and such at the store? The only thing you're going for at the store / the obol vendor is going for certain aspects. I mean, if I want to, for example, have a potent blood or any kind of ring aspect, I'll go to the obol guy and I'll buy as many rings as I can. Or if I'm looking for like a certain glove or offensive one, right? In this build, kill Lilith. We have already done that today. Patch hits at 7 p.m. in 5 hours, 6 hours, roughly. In order to kill Lilith, we can do this again one more time to emphasize on my point. You can kill Lilith with this build 1-to-1 without changing anything. But if you want to make your Lilith kill a little bit secure, you're going to put on a focus with bonus blood wave, and you're going to tech out the Bone Storm for blood wave. That's only for the Lilith kill. So same build, that's zooming through Nightmare Dungeons. Every equipment stays. Everything is the same. $9.25. A Duriel drops $9.25. Then you would take a potion, preferable for crit chance. You could take a maximum resource potion as well. It's actually kind of funny. I like the maximum research potions because you end up with 126 resource, and like if one Bloodlands costs 6 resource, and we're getting 15 resource back for using a blood orb, right? 16, and we get 15 back for using a blood orb. The amount of like things I can just burn through before things get relevant is crazy, right? We make corpses, we curse her, we dash through, we make Lotus Bloodlances, we start eating like there's no tomorrow, and then you just push her upwards. Go this, go through, keep killing her. Summon the triple dudes because, well, we killed her too hard. Make bonus blood orbs, dash through, keep destroying her. Dash through. Kill her. Make bonus blood orbs. That was actually a mistake to do that there right now because I need to dash through it once. Just absolutely obliterate him. Her. Id.
I'm not ready yet.
Bonus crit. Keep doing so. Dash out. Keep doing so. Make more blood orbs. Kill. Make another wave. Bully. Kill. So now officially dead. No other mechanics happening. Make bonus blood orbs because you can. Just hold down the right mouse button. Just hold down the right mouse button. Make more blood orbs. Make more blood orbs. Get super quick. Run out. Pull that in. Destroy her. Done. Hey, why are you not dying? You're supposed to die. Why are you not dying? Yeah, I want to say, what the fuck? Oh, done. Cool. And then you swap back to your litless wall, tag these three out, and go back here. Ratnam, name of the 77th centuries of support. Ratnam, very good to see you there. How are you doing? What glyphs are you using? We got Blood Drinker, Control, Dominate, Essence, and Imbiber. You could technically take Control out and use Territorial there because Control doesn't work against the boss. You're not CCing a boss. So Control does not do anything against the boss. It would be better to run Territorial for bonus damage versus close targets. Or you and your minions still increase physical damage. So Abyssal could also work. Because you're doing physical damage, right? This is all physical damage, physical damage, physical damage. So an increase in physical damage would also increase everything. What's this build called? This is Bloodlands together with Litless Wall. So it's officially the Bloodlands zooming build now. The only one in existence. If you see anyone copy this build, you know they stole it from me. I am the first. And you're gonna be like, you're gonna be like in their comment section. You'll be like, you stole this build. Sorry, I'm totally not making fun of the credit police. The litless lands, exactly. I'm not making fun of the credit police, but there is a certain amount of credit police going on YouTube, right? And whenever you do a build that's even slightly similar to another YouTuber, it's going to be like, you could have at least credited that YouTuber where you stole the idea from. I'm going to post it. Either it's going out tomorrow as a post, or I'm going to, or in 2 days. Because I have some builds in the backlog chat. And I have some other videos in the backlog. I will update the Mobalytics build soon. So don't worry. Like, as soon as I find time today, I will actually update the Mobalytics build. So that one will definitely get updated. That you actually have the Mobalytics already going on and you can do the build. The video itself will be made. I'm not sure if I'm gonna update my existing Bloodlands link, which I could also do. So I gotta decide on that. Because I've already made a Bloodlands build. This is just like, this is essentially the 2.0 version of the existing Bloodlands build that I already made. Right? If your build can't do nightmare dungeons like this, then you need to not rethink anything you have been doing, because this is completely unnecessary to be able to do this. you know? For example, a Mendon build can't do that right now, sadly. Used to be able to do this. But Mendon is always going to be slower, right? So you're kind of like relying on killing minions, and then you have to have your minions trigger Mendon, and you rely on lucky hit. It's actually really sad how much you rely on things like that. Especially since lucky hit is such a number game, right? You might have like 50% lucky hit chance and a 10% chance to trigger, and still for some weird reason it's taking like gazillion ages for anything to actually go out, right? I mean, you might have 30% crit chance as well, or 50 or 70% crit chance, but sometimes you just don't get them. What did you swap Untimely Death out for Potent Blood? So I'm running Potent Blood on the ring right now because I wanted to be able to I wanted to be able to get the essence on Blood Orbs. Summoner Necro, I mean, Summoner Necro is still fun and I still like it, you know, but I am the first one to say that it's the worst Necro to play this season. We made a Tempest Storm Necro together with a Golem work, Chad. So I made a tier 100 absolutely speed farming Necro that was using the Golem. But it's more like if you really love using the Golem, then it actually gets better, you know? So that was like, if you really love using the Golem, if you really want to use it, this is how you can make it work. But it was not like, you know, the build gets 500 times better because of the Golem. It was more like, I made it work for you, for the Golem lovers. Because why wouldn't I? You know? I'm not a horrible person. You asked me to make it work. I made it work. But it was literally just to make it work. What about Black River thoughts? The problem with Black River is that it's just consuming too many corpses. And I don't have the aspect slots for it. So it's mainly a no aspect slots for Black River, but also I don't see why you would need it. So in my Lidless Wall build, for example, the main damage is Bone Storm, and I'm mostly just going all out with Bone Storm to destroy everything, right? I just don't see where you ever need Black River. You know, what it does for you so much better that nothing else does for you. That's a little bit where I'm with Black River. I have it too. I have it as a max roll, and we will probably make a try, but I'm waiting for the dummy. So there is the dummy coming, Chad, also tonight, the damage dummy, where you can then essentially test your builds. Can you replace the helmet with Harlequin Crest? In this build, no. The only way to replace the helmet through Harlequin Crest is either discarding Soulbrand or T-Bald's Will. Probably Soulbrand for another chest where you then put Shielding Storm on. I would still not do that. But, okay, so Harlequin Crest also has damage reduction. Okay, so Harlequin Crest for Soulbrand, yeah. That's the only thing you could technically do. I'm not sure if it would make the build better, though. I'm going to be honest with you. Because the build is already good as is. Harlequin Crest doesn't really, like, improve up in it. Again, it doesn't do that much for the build. It has like a little bit like even more multipliers, so you would do even more Bloodlands damage, but you would sacrifice some survivability for it. You would do some better Blood Mist. They're just better builds for Harlequin Crest. How can I make Blood Mist be able all the time? Well, for me, I have 5 ranks in Blood Mist. Okay, 5 ranks in Blood Mist lowers the cooldown significantly. But I'm also playing Flicker Step, and Flicker Step gives you cooldown reduction on dash. So I dash through the enemies. Now we're fighting the boss again. Put this one on. I'll go into the abilities.
I'm not ready yet.
Pull it together and then dash through. Oh, there was not a single crit during the recording of this destruction. That way.
I'm not ready yet.
It's funny how we killed Uber Lilith faster than him here right now because he just does annoying mechanics, right?
I'm not ready yet.
That was a puny 4 million crit, Chad.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, wow, this one was long now. Did I accidentally swap my gloves out again, Chad? No, you took us longer than Uber Lilith. Feel honored, sir. Feel honored. And then we're going back to the Liliths. You don't have to do the swap. It works equivalently well with Bone Storm. Didn't swap accidentally my gloves again. Which Shaco build would you try if dropped? So Blood Surge, I would try with Shaco. Because I can make it work there probably. I would try Tempest Storm with Shaco 100%. Tempest Storm should work very nicely with that. Also Infinity Mist itself. Here's a Blight build. So Sever Summoner. I would try Sever Summoner with that. Sever Summoner should work incredibly well. Can't actually wait. So tomorrow's build, chat, is going to be Sever Summoner. You're gonna love that one. One of my favorite level builds. It's using Sever as a damage source, and it should be absolutely going crazy with T-bolts. So you're essentially using minions because with Sever, there's one thing, and that says, here. Sever deals 2% increased damage for each minion you have up and cast, which does mean that your standard Sever ability that you can get 9 ranks in essentially gets another 22% bonus damage straight off the rip on everything it does. Fantastic, right? End of the stream? No, it's not end of the stream, but I think it's going to be end of Diablo for today. We're going to be moving to play some backpack battles because my children are being picked up by Granny. So thank you, YouTube. That was the Diablo YouTube portion of the stream. We'll be continuing to do some backpack battles here on Twitch now, I think. So yeah. That is for YouTube. And then we're going to be